just a quick suggestion for anyone out there who's watching the video. So this eagle was actually brought in yesterday, and it was pretty much in this position. It's a roadkill eagle, so it's got his wing broken, one leg broken. It's not a big deal, but the problem is that the guy just picked it up like that, went and got a permit for it, and froze it like that. So I left it outside yesterday afternoon till this morning, and I thought maybe it's not a bad idea to show you what you need to do when you have a big bird like that frozen in a really wrong shape like this, everything extended outside of its area. You need to leave it outside in the fridge, or this would have probably handled it if I would have left it in the room temperature. But anyway, you need to thaw it out maybe 20%, only for the neck and the wings to get a little bit soft, so you can bring everything back together. I mean, this wing is broken, obviously it's not a big deal. We can always tuck it against the body. This leg can be tucked underneath there, but also this one, I had to work with it a little bit to soften it up and put it where I want it to go. So the reason this leg is shorter is because it's broken on the drumstick. You can see that. So it needs some repair work right there. So as long as they're close, kind of like close to the body like that, and even the beak, I like to bring them down like that. Keep them like that in the freezer, okay? Not like that, because there's still a possibility of the neck to be snapped if it's frozen straight out. And this wing, the humerus right here, was the hardest one to manipulate to go into the right spot. But you still got to do it, even if it's going to take some pressure and some muscle work. Make sure you don't break it if it's too thawed out. I'm sorry, if it's too frozen and you're trying to do this, you can break it. To avoid the feet from getting freezer burn or getting dehydrated, you can always grab grocery bags and wrap them firmly around each foot, and put a rubber band around it to stay. Because these are going to stay in my freezer for quite some time too. So the less dehydration happens, the better. Yeah, something like that. So it's going to be popping open again. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it in the bag like that at the bottom of the bag, and then manage from inside, so the wings goes right against the body and the beak comes right here where I want it, and then I'll hold it there with the bag pressure. Otherwise I'll be fighting it all day, try to make it stay where I want it to stay. And once I get to this point, squeeze all the air out. It's a male juvenile bald eagle. So the less air is around the bird inside the bag, the better. Because it's just the cold air, that the exposure of the cold air that is going to make it dry out. And then after that, I'll put it in the second bag. And then wrap it up, tag it, put it in the freezer.